11 minutes to 7. Publish the documents. That's the call Labour will make in the Commons today in the case of the Minister, the planning application he approved, and the party donor who stood to gain tens of millions of pounds. This is the story of the Community Secretary Robert Jenrick and Richard Desmond, the businessman. Steve Reid is Shadow Secretary of State for Communities and Local Government and will be leading Labour's call for those documents to be published. Mr Reid, if we could, morning to you, by the way.
Morning, Nick.
Let's begin at the beginning for those who haven't been following this case. What are you alleging happened, or what are you concerned might have happened?
Well, there are concerns that the Secretary of State abused his powers in the planning system to do favours for Richard Desmond, who is a wealthy Conservative Party donor, when the Secretary of State, as he now admits, unlawfully forced through an application for £1 billion housing development in the teeth of opposition from the local council and his own planning inspector. He did it the day before a new community infrastructure charge came into force, saving Mr. Desmond up to £50 million. And a few days after he forced the decision through, Mr. Desmond made a generous donation to the Conservative Party. So it really does look like we've got a cash for favours situation on our hands.
It looks like, what is it you're saying will be revealed, or think may be revealed, if letters, if communications inside the department are published as you're calling for?
Well, government departments, officials meticulously record every stage in a decision like this, just in case there is a court challenge. Now, Tower Hamlets Council, which was the local authority in this case, threatened the Secretary of State with a judicial review that the Secretary of State originally said he would oppose. Somebody at some point realised that in open court they would need to publish all the documents the department has relating to this case. And then the Secretary of State took an absolutely unprecedented decision to quash his own ruling in this case on the grounds that it was unlawful due to apparent bias. That's unprecedented. It's never happened before. We fear that he did it so he wouldn't have to reveal the true reasons why he took this decision. So because of what he's now done, the integrity of the entire planning system is in question. And the way to clear this up is to publish those documents. If he's got nothing to hide, then he's got nothing to fear in coming clean and restoring the integrity of the planning system.
The Cabinet Secretary is looking into this. This is the normal way in which allegations of ministerial misdemeanours are investigated. Are you saying that's not good enough?
Well, the Cabinet Secretary is not yet conducting a full investigation. If Mr. Desmond refuses today to publish the documents, and I genuinely hope he will agree, as I said, if he's got nothing to hide. Mr. Jenrick, sorry, Mr. Jenrick. He's got nothing to hide. If he's got nothing to fear, he's got nothing to hide. If he won't come clean about all of that, then we will need a full investigation by the Cabinet Secretary. But the easy way through this for Mr. Jenrick is to publish documents.
Forgive me, a quick last one if you would. I mean, what led to this was that the planning minister, the minister responsible, sat next to the businessman at a dinner who then showed him a video of this planning application. Just guide people. What should he have done in that situation, in your view?
Well, ministers are not allowed under the code to take decisions if they've been directly lobbied. So he should have recused himself from taking any part in this decision. He should have formally notified officials of what happened. But when I asked him this very question, this very point in the chamber just last week, he didn't mention the video. That only emerged over the weekend. So there's a lot of things here the Secretary of State has not come clean about, and we really today need him to do that.
Steve Reid, thank you for joining us.